Everyone had a story of loss that day. Mine was about losing a friend, Carla Mattingly. Call it fate, call it luck, I don't know, but I took that day off, sick. As I slipped into town, head down, the moment I dreaded occurred. My name being screeched across the road. But luck was still on my side. It wasn't a fellow workmate, but my old bestest friend from high school, Carla. She'd been living in Brisbane and had just hopped across the ditch for a few days, so we decided to catch up over a wine. Although she assured me that she hardly ever drank, I bent her arm into a cheeky little Pinot. Very cheeky, but it was my fault for asking him, well, what have you got? Carla was someone I always thought of as being incredibly mysterious, although I was in the minority. Everyone else at school thought she was a compulsive liar. Her catchphrase was, "You'll never believe me, but..." A couple of incidents cemented this perception of her at Queen's College, one being the infamous double black eyes of '93. Carla's story was that she stood up to Bobby Young, who, incidentally, went on to become a pastry chef. However, the more popular texted version was that she'd been beaten up by her dad. I believed Carla because I'd met Mr. Mattingly and he was a good man. Then there was the time she was a foreign exchange student in Germany and swore she'd lost like 10 kilos by eating only dried sausage. She even emailed a photo back of herself. Kannst du ein Foto machen? But she turned up back at Queen's as porky as ever. The other girls said a German geek had probably photoshopped her, but I believed Carla. I always believed Carla. So we talked and I had another wine while she slowly sipped on hers until I realised I'd better shoot. So we hugged and promised to keep in better contact, and then she whispered something in my ear. Only about a minute later, it hit. Once I realised I was alright, I rushed back to the cafe, and where Carla and I had been sitting was a huge slab of concrete. Outside Joe's stood the cafe guy, the cheeky Pinot guy, and he hugged me, just hugged me. And I cried and cried, but then he said, "Your friend's alright." I looked at him and he said, yeah, just after you left, she came and got another red wine. I think she ran out when I did. I wandered away, relieved that somehow Carla was alright, but so confused as to why she would have rushed back for another wine after convincing me that she didn't really drink anymore. Had I always been wrong? And then, across the chaos, there she sat, her sweet green dress coated in cement. We embraced again, but although we sobbed, I couldn't look at her in the eye. And she whispered in my ear, "You'll never believe me."
Thank you for always believing in me.